I didn't grow up in an affluent home or in a family with loads of money. I built Oasis of Oud with just 2,000 rands in my pocket and a dream that I refuse to let die. Before we start, hi everyone, I'm Ons, the founder and CEO of Oasis of Oud, and watch till the end of this video because I will be sharing 3 tips that helped me in building my brand that I would like to share with you. So today I want to share a piece of my journey with you, the real story of my book, Oasis of Oud, The Making. So this is not some marketing, salesy story. It's basically just the truth of how I turned a small idea and had a lot of faith in myself and had tiny amounts of money. Pockets were not deep, and I turned that into something special. I turned it into a brand. Oasis of Oud didn't start in a huge boardroom with a business plan. It started at a time when my life felt really uncertain. I just came from Italy teaching abroad, and I'm back home in South Africa and I have savings, but I don't know what to do with my life. So that's how it started. I did not have any investors. My life felt paused because I had just been in another country. So now settling back in South Africa was just a restart. It felt like, okay, where do I begin? Where do I fit in? And I just had this persistent thought that wouldn't leave my head. And I just told myself that what if I created something that will make me feel confident at a time where my confidence is obviously lacking because I don't know what's happening in my life. I've always wanted to create a brand, but I wasn't sure. I then came up with fragrance. Of course, I love fragrance. I've always loved the feeling of walking past someone and they ask me, what are you wearing? And I felt like fragrance just leaves a trail behind, it leaves a mark behind, it leaves a story behind. I always wanted to make sure that I wanted to build something that made people feel seen and confident and luxury, just as I feel when I'm wearing fragrance. So with just 2,000 rands, faith, and a whole lot of research, Oasis of Oud started. So this part, nobody really talks about it. Building a brand online is romantic, but in real life it is heavy as it is super heavy. There were days where I felt spiritually blocked, days where money was so tight. I felt like the risk wasn't even worth it. There were mornings where I prayed over and over again for these ideas to actually manifest into reality. And there were those silent days, the no sale days, the doubt from people. Now that was louder than everything else, okay? So I started questioning myself so many times. Did I make a mistake? Is everything even going to work out? And yet something just kept me going. Not because I was confident, but because God kept on whispering to me, I didn't give you this vision for nothing. I say I didn't give you for nothing, okay? So that meant something to me. So the breakthroughs were not these big moments, they came in small confirmations. It was the first time someone complimented my brand, Oasis of Oud, as I walk past or hug them and they're like, "What are you wearing?" It was the first click on my WhatsApp catalog because I didn't even have a steady website. It was a message telling me that this smells amazing from people that I've shared my fragrance with, from UGC creators that, oh my gosh, I'm grateful for them, that helped me with my brand, market my brand, and they told me that this is actually really good. It was receiving the first sample batch and thought, wait, this is actually a real thing. This is no longer just in my head. This is real. So that's when I knew that Oasis of Oud wasn't just a fragrance brand, it was a story, it was a journey, it was my testimony. So let's get to the real reason why I'm putting this video up, which is why I wrote the book Oasis of Oud, The Making. So writing it was not easy, but I wanted to make sure that people understand that what they're seeing right now is just like the finished product. Okay, what you're seeing online, what you're seeing on this channel is like the finished product. They don't see the person behind the brand. They don't see the person struggling through fear, confusion, mental battles, spiritual warfare. You don't see all of that. And I wanted to give people something for free, something that is honest, something that is valuable, something that is real. Okay, if you want the full story, of course, the full emotional ride, the lessons, the mistakes that I've had, the faith that kept me going, it's all in this book. Okay, I wrote this book so you understand where this comes from, not all the glitz and glam that you see online. And now, if you're building something with limited resources, something that's small, if you're feeling spiritually stuck or financially stuck, these are my 3 lessons that kept me going. So, tip number 1, start with what you have, not what you want. Okay, don't wait for the perfect conditions. Start with your hands today. I only just had 2,000 rands. 2,000 rands is not a lot of money to start something great. And instead of me saying it's not enough, I just asked myself, how far can this take me? How far can this 2,000 rands take me? And honestly, God multiplies movement. That's the biggest lesson I've learned. God multiplies movement, not hesitation. Tip number 2, your story is your marketing. Hence, I have this YouTube channel. In business, people don't just buy your product, they buy your story, they buy your honesty, they buy your intention. Oasis of Oud grew because it was personal, it was real. I wasn't trying to be the perfect billionaire. I was building slowly, building authentically, building with intention. And that's what resonates with people. Tip number 3, which is the most important tip of all, and that is keep God in the center. Okay, the universe, your guides, whatever it is, keep your faith strong. Spiritually, this journey will definitely test you. Your faith, your patience, your identity. And the only thing that kept me going was remembering if God gave me this vision, He will sustain it no matter what. Every setback, every delay, every question, every quiet season, that was God using me to build me and not to break me. So, if you want the full story of Oasis of Oud, the making, please check the link below. It's in my link below. It's completely free. I wrote it for the dreamers who are just like me, who feel like they're starting small, who feel like they're not enough. I hope it inspires you in a way that this journey has shaped me. Thank you so much for watching, and remember that small beginnings are still beginnings. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.